the moment when Damar Hamlin went down like a ton of bricks in front of the entire national TV audience watching Monday Night Football in a huge game between the Bills and the Bengals with so much on the line. And, of course, even fans who weren't even interested in who wins and who loses, there were fantasy players all over the place. I mean, that you were talking about a huge audience of diehard fans and, of course, also other fans who were just casually interested, sitting there and watching. And then all of a sudden, Damar Hamlin goes down and dies, to use that phrase as well.
Wow, yeah.
And I remember sitting there, and I turned to Susie. I'm like, wait a minute. He got up and he just dropped. I'm like, is it? I don't know. Then they go to break and they come back and they're like, Buck and Aikman are talking about what just happened, and players are frightened and scared. And you saw Joe Burrow and looking like you never see him on a football field, and Josh Allen with his hands over his mouth. I turned to Susie. I'm like, did he die? Could he have just died?
Guys crying.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man.
And we know the rest of that week was like sitting in an emergency room waiting for, the doctor to come out of the emergency room and tell you your loved one was okay.
Yeah, it was like a family member, right?
It was unreal.
It was unreal.
And then, of course, as we all know, he wakes up. He starts talking to his loved ones. Asked, did we win? And we're like, okay. That's what we needed to hear.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we all know he wound up leaving the hospital, and we know what happened after that. Well, today's the day we've all been waiting for, even since that day, where all of his specialists, all of them, unanimously cleared him for full football activity, and Damar Hamlin spoke today.
Over these last few months, I've been on a journey, and I've seen, some of the top professionals across the country, and their answers to me were pretty much all the same. They were the same. And this event was life-changing, but it's not the end of my story. So I'm here to announce that I plan on making a comeback to the NFL.
Beautiful.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
And he spoke even more eloquently about what happened and what's next.
Not to sound cliche, man, but the wild moment is every day, just being able to wake up and just take deep breaths and live a peaceful life, to have a family, to have people that are around me that love me and that care about me, and for those people to still have me in their lives. They almost lost me. Like, I died on national TV in front of the whole world, you know what I mean? So I see it from all perspectives. And for them to still have me around, and for me to still have them, it's like it goes both ways. And, I lost a bunch of people in my life. I know a bunch of people who lost people in their lives, and I know that feeling, so that right there is just the biggest blessing of it all, is for me to still have my people and my people still to have me.
Beautiful. Well done, Damar Hamlin. Confirmed he had commotio cordis, which a lot of people thought in first blush he was suffering from, which is just getting hit hard at the wrong time, right as his heart was beating at the wrong place. Right in the middle of a heartbeat. You get hit like that, and that's, again, what he's going to be telling youth sports leagues and high schools and small venues around this country. Have life-saving equipment for you as soon as you possibly can, right there in your facility. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.